Hello, this is Kathleen Conneely here, sitting inside of Custy's music shop in Ennis, and it's been many years since I was here, and John's invited me to play you a few tunes. I'm over from America, just had a great week with a bunch of young kids who did a music exchange with the kids from Tulla, and we're coming to the end of it now, so I'm going to play you a few tunes. The first tune is called The Old Torn Petticoat, second tune is called Midsummer's Night, a Vincent Broderick composition. I think the first tune can be found on my CD, The Coming of Spring, which John has here in his shop. So hope you enjoy.
Had.
John had. There's more coming.
But will have.
There's more coming. You will have them. Okay, so I hope you enjoy them. So.
It's lovely. It's very sweet, like good Irish summer honey. Kathleen, we were at a concert last night in Tulla Courthouse, and Paula Carroll introduced you, and she went on an epic geographical voyage of where you come from, and we still didn't figure out where you've been. You seem to be in a lot of places. Will you describe yourself?
Okay, well, I was born in Bedford in England. Mum and Dad were from Galway and Longford, and lived in London for a bit. Great music in London. Lived in Dublin for 5 years. There was fantastic music there. And I've been living in America now for over half of my life. Currently living in Rhode Island, but between Boston, Rhode Island and Chicago. And
you're doing a lot of teaching with this group that came over now.
Yes. I'm really glad to be getting back into the teaching. There's not much music in Rhode Island, not as abundant as it is in Boston. So it's been a real pleasure to teach the children. That's where it's at. And they're great.
Do you have any plans to kind of live full time in Boston, or?
Yes, I am hoping. Please God, say some prayers, everyone. That I will sell my house and move back to Boston this year. That's the plan.
Good. Listen,
yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm sure the kids will appreciate it anyway. You seem very clued into teaching as a kind of a passing on what was passed on to you. Is that important to you?
When I was younger, I didn't really pay much attention to it, but the older I get, I realise the importance of it. It's such a great gift. And to be able to pass it on and have it continue is really special. So sure. I'd like to be part of that.
Well, you definitely are. I mean, you've proven it here with this exchange between Boston and Tulla. It'll be something they'll remember the rest of their lives without doubt.
They've inspired us a lot, these children, your kids and our kids. They're absolutely amazing.
That's
great. It's a great thing.
Kathleen, we kind of have got to know you through your husband Michael Sharrock, or Mick Sharrock, whom we adored here and who sadly left us way too early. And we got to know him through an album. Was it the Maple Leaf album?
Yeah, he had a couple of albums actually.
Yeah.
The Maple Leaf with Jimmy Noonan.
Jimmy,
he played
right.
bouzouki. He was a great man, and he hung around in Doolin for years and years and years back in the day before I ever met him.
Sure.
And he also made another CD with Kevin Griffin and Quentin Cowper.
Across
the pond.
Oh right, I remember that.
I have some of those at home,
Yeah.
and that was a great CD too. And Roger Burridge, who
Roger
was one of
Burridge,
Michael's
a
really
fiddler,
good friends
wasn't
in
he?
America.
Yeah.
Nice fiddle player from England, but living in America.
I see. And
Yeah.
still in America, is he?
He is, yeah, New Hampshire. I haven't seen much of him though in the last while.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but so and Michael would always. I think the last time I was in your shop was with Michael.
That was the old shop. I remember him well.
Yeah, the old shop.
Yeah. Okay. And what's your plan now? Do you stay here for a few more weeks, or?
I came over for 2 weeks altogether, so the first week has been with the children, wonderful. I've got family in Galway, a brother in Galway, a sister in Mayo, Westport, and my dad's in Clifton.
Oh, good.
And we're all musicians, so I'm looking forward to visiting with them now for the next week.
Yeah, your brother, we know him as a fiddler and a bouzouki, a backer.
Yeah.
What was his album? Selkie, was it?
Yeah, Mick's solo album was Selkie.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's been involved in it. Were you ever involved in any recording with him? Like, is there a
we haven't.
Conneely album?
Well, we fooled around a couple of years ago with a few tracks. We don't know if we'll ever get to use it, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
We talked about it. It might be
Okay.
nice. We haven't done it yet.
So nothing concrete.
Nothing concrete yet.
All
We'll
right.
let you know. You'll be the first to know when it comes out.
And what about a second whistle album? Anything in the
No,
offing?
I thought about that. I don't want to bore the pants off people with the second album, but it would depend on the material. I might do it with guest musicians.
Sure,
You know,
I know.
Yeah, so
Right.
that's something I have thought about and might be nice.
And were you involved in any amazing sessions out in East Clare
While
during
I've
your
been
stay here?
I've had the most phenomenal time. Tunes every night. First 2 nights I was in Galway, so we had some lovely tunes in Coley's in Galway, and we played music every single night here now with the locals. You know, Pat O'Connor and yourself and Frances, your wife, who I haven't
Frances,
played with in over 20
yeah.
years. She was in flying form last night in Peppers.
Adored it actually.
Yeah,
well.
and John Kelly, who I'd never had the pleasure of meeting before. We had tunes
John,
with him.
flute player from Roscommon.
Yeah, and Eileen O'Brien was in town
Oh,
visiting,
my
even though
God.
they're not from East Clare, but they're here a lot teaching, I believe.
Yeah.
So we've had tunes every night and with the children as well. It's been great.
God,
Yeah.
by the time you get back to America, you'd be suffering cold turkey,
I won't
will
want to
you?
go back. Yeah, I'm going to book my next trip for summer maybe. I haven't been to Ireland in the summer in a long time,
All
so
right.
it might be
That's
nice
good.
to come back. But lots of beautiful music in East Clare. I've always been a fan of the style of music from around here.
Sure, and you sat in the front bar of the famous Peppers, Pijo's Corner, did you?
We did last night actually. It was
Yeah.
great, and the kids played for a bit, and we played again. It was a wonderful. You know, I love spontaneous sessions. You don't plan them; they just happen. They're always the best.
Definitely the best.
Yeah, it was
Listen,
great.
Kathleen, really appreciate you being here eventually, and best of luck with whatever comes your way in the future.
Thank you very much, John. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.